I missed it. I'm a teacher by profession. I have been doing this business for 1 year right now. 1 year and 6 months. I am a mother to two beautiful girls, and I am a wife also to the most handsome man in this world, ladies and gentlemen. And I am also a manager in the Forever Marketing Plan. Now, the journey of me in this business started last year as a teacher by profession. I've been teaching for over 10 years. Last year was actually my 11th year of teaching, which I happened to leave my job 3 months into the business. So when I started the Forever business, I was actually going through my Instagram, doing the normal things that other people that actually have nothing going on in their life do. You know, I always tell people when there's nothing going on in your life, we do the most thing, especially with social media. We will check people's status from A to Z until it's finished. And when it's finished, we go to Facebook, we go to Instagram, we go to TikTok, which is the new one, and so forth. So I was doing the same, and I remember that day. It was there's a screenshot I took when I texted Veronica on Instagram on the 15th of December 2022. So I texted her in a bio about a video that she was doing, and where they were in Dubai with the other people that she was just explaining now in the presentation. They were in Dubai, they were on a boat cruise. So I got impressed about that. I was wondering what type of a business is there that a person can be there for that time, and then now they're already in Dubai. What business can a person do in 4 months that can be able to make them an income that can take them to Dubai? So I commented in a bar, and she replied saying, there is a screenshot. Hello, I see you have requested about the business. Can you please fill in the short online form on my bio so that we can contact on WhatsApp? It will be easier that way. I wish you could great planning for 2023. I believe it's not by chance that we connected. So that was the first time I spoke to this lady. You know, and then I told her, yes, I did. But then she did not text me. She came back I went back to her on the 16th of December. You can see there. And I said, I'm still waiting. I'm not on the WhatsApp group yet that she told me that she was going to put me. And then she said, just now, this morning, my dear, I was out yesterday. So it started there, ladies and gentlemen. You can see 15 December 2022. And then fast forward, we actually started the business. I started the business last year in January. So when I started the business in January, the reason why I started the business is because, ladies and gentlemen, if you can see that first photo there, debt. I was going through a lot of debt. And when I mean I was going through a lot of debt, it's a lot of debt. There was a time I used to pay my rent at 1 o'clock in the morning. As a teacher, I got paid at every 20th. So what I used to do, I used to put an alarm on at 1 o'clock in the morning so that when my salary comes in after 12, I wake up at 1 o'clock and pay my debts. That's how worse it was. I could not even afford food. Every 20th, when I go in the class, I'm already in minus of 1,000, 2,000, and so forth. I even remember there was a cousin of mine that used to pay my DSTV because I could not literally afford anything. I could not even keep up. I couldn't do anything. It was that worse. My debts, I was full of loans. I had all loans from all the government institutions in Namibia that provide loans to government employees, from the banks. I had made so many bad financial decisions in my life that I could not even wish it for my enemy. That was the biggest reason I wanted to start the business. But when it came to me, I was doubting it at first. You know, I was doubting it because I've been hearing about Forever all my life when I was a child. So when I was told about it, I was like, I am not going to do this type of business with my degree, with my everything as a teacher. I am not going to do that. But with that degree of mine, I was drowning in debt. I always say my finance were in ICU at that moment. So I fast forward, I decided to take the opportunity. After I took the opportunity, so my biggest why for this business was my debt that I wanted to take care of, and my little girl that I gave birth to in 2018. Now I was living with a baby, and I was drowning in debt. I was moving from one place to the next so that I could find a cheaper place. Every time I move to the one that I think is cheaper, I'm only there a few months or 5 months, 6 months. I feel I couldn't do it. I moved to the next one, which is not really a good thing. Like for kids, they get confused and trauma in all this type of thing. But that was my life because I couldn't afford anything. So the journey started after I joined the business on the 5th of January last year. That's when I joined. I put that poster because that was my first presentation that I did. We did. I didn't know how to talk about the business then. I knew it in my head, but I couldn't put it out there to people. I was afraid of making mistakes. So one leader, leader Joy, there you can see on the right, and me, we came up now with a presentation whereby we're going to do it virtually, where Veronica was going to present for our people. We invited people, and she was going to present for our people virtually, like we are doing right now, but it will be in a hall full. It was a hall full of people where I'm standing on the right picture. People were actually standing on those chairs. It was a hall full of people, and then she was presenting to them. That was before the meeting, before people came. So she was presenting to them on that TV that you see there. That was my first presentation. And look at those dates. It's the 14th of January. It's the 14th of January. And I started the business the 5th of January, which means I started doing presentation after a week after I started this business. Why? Because I was so hungry, because my tired was tired, because I was so tired of my situation. The cycle that was going on every year is the same, every year is the same, every year is the same. So when this opportunity came to me, I was excited. I did not even think twice. I said, I am going to do this come hell or high waters. So I started on. Hey, guys, somebody messed up my things. What is happening? Yo, I'm so sorry. When I started the business also, I started now recruiting people, and the first 2 months in the business, I became a supervisor in the first 2 months in the business. And after I became a supervisor, I started building my business from there. So it took me 12 months to become manager, because I became a manager in the Forever Marketing Plan in December. But before that, I already started traveling in the business. I did some travel, like you can see there. The first pictures that you see there, it's me and Veronica. She came to Namibia and she was doing a tour in Namibia. That was June last year. And it was really amazing, because we went to about 7 towns in Namibia. Like we started from Windhoek, Walvis Bay, we went to the north, Oshakati. It was on Tsumeb, Rundu, Grootfontein, or Shivarong. It was really amazing. For some people, this must be simple, but for some of us, like there, the second picture there, it's me at the meteorite in Grootfontein. I can tell you, I have been in this country for over 30 years. And I have never seen that materialize. Right. It was my first time to see it. It was even my first time in Grootfontein, guys. So I have never seen it. I have never been there, but it was exciting for me, because this business actually do these things for people. You are able, not only are you able to make money, you are also able to enjoy your life. The third picture there, it's me for the first time. I flew to South Africa. I paid a ticket. I don't even imagine. I was able to pay a ticket for myself. I went to South Africa because I wanted to attend a success day in South Africa. That was happening in South Africa in July. So that is me at OR Tambo Airport, ladies and gentlemen, at the airport. It was exciting. It was my first time on a plane. Many people say they get afraid of doing it. Many people said they are afraid of flying. For me, I was very excited. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to see the experience. The other picture there is me again at Forever Center for the first time. That was the time that I was so excited to see. I was even telling people, like, this is so big. If people could just see how Forever is amazing out there, and they take this opportunity to run with it, you know. If the third day, it's me and Veronica at the Nelson Mandela Square, a big mall in South Africa. In Namibia, we don't have such big malls. You know, our malls are very small. It's just few meters and you are done. There you are walking from one corner to the next corner. And then the last picture there again is again me in South Africa this year, early this year, with a group of amazing leaders in the business that I have never thought even I could share the table with them. This is very big for me just to be sitting with these people. I could not even believe it. Some of those people are amazing leaders in the business. You can see Damada Stan here, the Damada Stan that you're hearing now, we're talking about. You can see Leader Kumo there, sitting there. We have Nantla there, and we have Sebi there. We have our amazing Mariana there, and there's Veronica, and the country sales manager of East Africa, Tanzania, Enos Salema, right there, ladies and gentlemen. I shared a table with them, and it was so very exciting because I was the youngest in the business, not like by age, I mean in the business. I was the youngest in the business, a year and 2 months there, and I was sitting with this amazing leader. If they could read my mind when I was sitting at that table, they'll probably be laughing like, Tangi, you are crazy. But it was so amazing for me. There was even a point that I was afraid, guys. I even had to order what? I ordered a hamburger because I was even afraid of ordering things that I don't know, and they'll probably laugh at me, and they'll probably wonder, hey, this she doesn't know anything, she doesn't know what forever is capable. So I ordered a burger because it's what I thought I'm comfortable with, and I won't be laughing at myself and what I just order, But because I was in my head was so big, me sitting with these amazing people, which I have never thought in my wildest dream I could be doing that. So I was able to achieve a lot in just, for me, it's a lot. I don't know about you, and I hope you can relate with me. When I was a supervisor, the country sales manager of SADC in all the 7 countries, she was able she put up an initiative last year whereby she was looking for top 10 supervisors in the country, in the whole 7 country, which is Namibia. Like you can see there, it's Namibia, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Swaziland, Lesotho, and Mozambique. So she was looking for top 10 supervisors that are going to qualify for that incentive to try to travel to South Africa again for free for a training that was going to happen there this year. So it was supposed to be from the 1st of January to the 30th, from the 1st of November to the 31st of January 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, I was doing the business and I was building a team, and I did not even know I was going to be part of those people because I came from South Africa. That day, the very same day I came from South Africa, that list came out. And ladies and gentlemen, if you look at that list, I am at number 1. So imagine how many supervisors or how we have in the whole SADC country that are doing the business. There are a lot. I was eating that time. I remember when it was announced on the group, and I cried because I could not believe myself being number 1 in 7 countries that were running for that incentive. I don't even think I was running for it, I don't even know if I was running for it because I believe my competition is against me. It's me versus me. I was just doing my business. I was just running. I was building my team. I was working the things. Just for me to be number 1 in the whole 7 countries, that is big for me. That is a history for me, which I believe anybody can do. And you find people saying, no, that business is just for people. It's maybe because South Africans, for South African, those ones are having their economy is, their population is so big, their economy is so good, other countries. And I always tell people, it's not about the country, it's not about the people, it's about you, and it's a specific person, it's an individual. It's about you. What is that what you want? How far do you want to go? And when you are doing things with goals and you are doing it for you, things can really happen. On the second day, again, right, I qualified for the first time. I qualified for a ticket, a free air ticket to India, ladies and gentlemen. I was supposed to go to India it was this one, Soar to Eagle, the yellow one. I was supposed to go, and this one also of India, I was supposed to go. I qualified after I became a manager, a year in the business. All these things happened a year in the business. And I can tell you, I found people in this business that have been there for years, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, that are still supervisor, or some that are still assistant supervisor. So when I tell people it's about you, yourself, and your goal and how much you want to do, then you can do that. When I qualified for that ticket, I couldn't go, obviously, because I was heavily pregnant. If you can see there in my, down on the right there, I'm pregnant. So even when that's why you can probably hear my baby on the background. I'm busy breastfeeding as I speak. I couldn't go, but my leader gave me a choice. So she asked me, if I'm not going to India, am I going to put someone, like I was thinking if I could put my husband to go to India on my at my place. So she gave me two choices, either for my husband to go to India in my place, or for me to attend this event that you see down here, me and that is me and her in the hotel room where we're sharing a beautiful hotel room. We went um to KwaZulu Natal. We went for a managers convention, one of the events that happens in the business every year. And for you to go there, you have to pay a lot of money. And then my manager paid everything for me, the ticket. I chose to go to the event, then for my husband to go to India. So I chose to go to the event, and she paid for me for everything, guys. And it was amazing, the training that we receive. So that's why you are told when you start this business, there are trainings locally from where you are, nationally, internationally. All those business seminars and events are always available. So I was able to travel there. We were being trained. We were being taught on how the business is done, on how we can become eagle managers in this business, on how we can soar, on how we can fly in this amazing business. And you can see that I am heavily pregnant. Everybody thought I was going to give birth there, but I did that because, and I can tell you the day I left for that trip, I came out of a hospital. I came out of a hospital, and I told myself, I am not going to sleep in this hospital. I am going to go to South Africa, because I believe in this, say my body should listen to my mind, because once your mind makes a decision, things actually happen. For sometimes I say, sometimes we get sick really because we believe it, and then you get really sick. So I decided I am not going to sleep in that hospital. I was gonna go, and I had an amazing time then. you know yeah, I'm also, this was one of the biggest achievement that I was able to achieve in the business. It was one of the amazing one. I call it God-given. Not only is this God-given, the business itself, when it came to me, I believe it's God-given. I believe God wanted me to be here. I believe he chose this journey for me. And when I do my meetings, I always tell people that if this business opportunity came to you, however it came to you, whether you met someone on social media, whether you were invited, whether somebody told you about it, whether you saw it on someone's status and you followed up, it was meant to come to you. And if it's meant to come to you, I believe you should take it. Because sometimes I always tell people that God has already opened the doors for you. Unlocked the doors for you. You are just supposed to open those doors. And you being in this meeting today, being invited in this meeting today, I believe your doors are already unlocked. You are just supposed to open it. You are just supposed to open it. And that's what this business meant to me. And not only did it change my financial situation, ladies and gentlemen, I was able to conceive because of this amazing business. I suffer from hormonal imbalances. I have small follicles. That's what the doctor said. And my eggs are weak, that I cannot conceive normal as other people. I remember my first child, when I gave birth, we have to use the IVF things for me to get pregnant, which is really expensive. And I remember my leader Vero here telling me that I should try this product instead of going for doctors, because I was telling her I can't wait to get to manager so that I can try this, because we needed money to do that. And then she told me, Tangi, just try this product, but try them in January, because we will be going to India in April. Imagine, she was telling me that in June, that try these products in January, because in April we are going to India. No, because I was afraid if I get pregnant, we won't be able to, I won't be able to go to India, because she knew that I was going to become manager. I don't even know how she knew, but she just knew that she believed in me, more than I even believed in myself, that I'm going to be manager. And what happened is, I went, after the whole tour, I went and took these products, because I took them thinking I'm not going to get pregnant. I will not get pregnant because I was already told. And sometimes we live our lives believing things that we're told. Not even that, some things are not even true, but we ended up believing things because of somebody's validation that they made over us, you know? So I went and took this product. And my thing when I was taking them, I was not taking them thinking I was going to get pregnant. I think I was taking them to prove myself that I will not get pregnant, you know, and go back to Vero maybe and tell her, Vero, I told you I took this product for this month, but I did not get pregnant. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not even did not even take me 2 months. I just took those tablets over a month and I was already expecting. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I missed my trip to India. Like she said, take them in January because we are going to go to India in April. And I took them, I started at the end of July. That's when I started. And in September, I found out I was pregnant. And yes, I missed my trip to India. But I always say, God do things for a reason, and things happen to us for a reason. And they are always, like she said, it's not by chance that things are happening to us. So I still believe God has reasons why I had to take them that time, because if he did not want me to take them, I would have not taken them. I'm still happy, and I loved it, and it's the first thing I love. And now this is, ladies and gentlemen, when I said I missed some things in my story. I don't know if I did say them or what happened. Um, when I got there's a part that is a slide that I missed. When I got married, me and my husband were drowning in debt, a lot of debt. I remember when I made a lot of investment in Ponzi scheme. I remember I made one where I put in about 45,000. Those ones, if you are in Namibian, in those ones of Shelelos, I took loans and I went to do those things, and then I lost money. And then I told my husband about these things, and he went and do the same. So me and him, we ended up in much, a lot of debt. We were both in debt at the same time, because that time before he got married, I told him about the things and he went to do them also, you know. At the end of the day, we all lost money and we were all drowning in debt. Like I said, I was moving from place to places. We couldn't even find a place to live. So before he lost his job, he built a flat at his mother's house. He built a 1-bedroom flat at his mother's house. And when we got married, ladies and gentlemen, me and my husband have been living in that bedroom flat ever since 2020. I got married in 2020. We were living in that flat. We could not even go live, find a place to live because we could not afford it. This is the truth. I don't know how I missed that slide. We could not, maybe I didn't say it when I was editing it. We could not afford it. All of us, we couldn't afford anything. And we have been living there 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023 until I met this business. And we made a goal that by the end of the year, come hell or high waters, we will have to become manager and find a better place for ourselves. And as we speak, I became manager in December, and we moved out on the 1st of February. On the 1st of February, we moved out of that flat, 1-bedroom flat. And you know, we had a baby. We have a child that is 6 years old, and there was another one coming. So when I say God, but when I say it's not by chance that you are in this meeting, God knew what he knows what he's doing, and he knew what was doing in my life when I started this business. As we speak, we moved out and we live in a 3-bedroom flat. Even when people come here are wondering, how did we get a 3-bedroom flat and how much it is? We are actually paying a whole of 9,000 for this flat. Ladies and gentlemen, 9,000 was not even the amount I am making when I was a teacher. It was not. But as I speak, that is what we pay for this flat. And it's not the best place for us, but it's big, it's comfortable, we are free. And I'm like, next year we are as we speak, we are working on our first property because of this amazing business. We have already started looking for them because of this amazing business, ladies and gentlemen. So now this is our why that is here, these two beautiful girls, to give them a life that they deserve. Because I know if I was still a teacher, they are going to live the same life I've lived as a child, and I do not want that for my kids. So we are going to do this. I am going to make this business to make sure that they are going to have the best life that they can have. I remember the last time I traveled to South Africa, when they dropped me to the airport, my baby girl, the big one here, he said, "Mommy, I can't wait for me and you to go on the plane so that I can go eat clouds." I think she's think people eat clouds, you know. So she was saying she was going to eat clouds, and I told her, "Don't worry, my baby, because you are doing that next year." I just told her, "You are doing that next year," because I believe it. I believe it, that by next year I'm gonna bring them along for Eagle Manager in Thailand, Phuket. That is my goal, and I know I'm gonna make it available, and I'm possible, and I know they are going to have the best life. They are gonna go to the best school as we speak. She also goes to a private school. I remember when I remember in 2021, 2022, and 2028, 2022. She used to, we couldn't afford a nanny, and she used to go to this location, daycares. Yeah, guys, if you go in that daycare, we took her in there, and after 2 days we removed it, and we decided let her just stay home, because those daycares were, they're just 300, they are very cheap. So obviously the service is also not good. When you go there, everything's upside down, there's nothing happening there. So we decided she was just staying at home, and she was staying at home with who? With my in-laws, because we couldn't afford it. She started a private school just last year. When I started this amazing business, I also enrolled there, because I said, if we can sell this product, we can also as well as pay for a school, because for aloe vera gel could pay for her school. So that's what we decided. As we speak, she's also there now. We don't struggle with these things. We have someone that is looking after them. That was, I'm even able to do my business after I came out of hospital. I was already leaving the child because I was going with the business, and it's amazing, ladies and gentlemen. So if you are in here right now, when you do forever, do it for love. Impact, love people. When you love people, you are gonna do amazing in this business. Impact life of people, impact other people's life, help them. The impact, what when people come to you and say, "Tangi, thank you so much for introducing me to this business. Tangi, I don't know where I could be if you wouldn't have introduced me to this business." It gives a different feeling. You forget that you were in here for wanting to pay off your debt. Everything just changed. It's become something bigger. And make sure that you are having goals, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure that you are having goals. And I want you, when you start this business, I want you to be resilient enough. Be resilient enough. Some people start the business and 1 month you're out of the business. And I tell you, why would you do that? People go to university, and when they go there, they are saying school is difficult, but do they quit? No, you don't quit. You push and push and push. Nothing that you're gonna start, like I said, is gonna easy in life, but as you go, you learn, and things start getting better. You start getting used to it, and and you realize it's so much bigger. And when you come to a level in forever, like I said, there's so many levels. When you're striving for one level, when you get there, there's another one that you want. So you work for another one. There's always something next. There's always another level next. There's always another goal. There's always something that you want. So you keep moving and keep moving. Make sure that you have a strong why that is gonna keep you focused. Have a big reason that is gonna keep you focused on the business, and know that you are gonna do this business forever. Because, ladies and gentlemen, forever is forever. Don't do a business thinking that it's not gonna last me for 2 months. It's only going to last me for a year or 2 years, and it's gone. Make sure that you are working for it, no matter the consequences, no matter the circumstances that you find yourself in, because this business is going to be there. It's a willable business, ladies and gentlemen. 3 generations after you, imagine you being able to leave a legacy for your own children, things that us Black people were never able to get. So make sure that when you start for you, have bigger goals, and know that people that do this thing, people that do business, with integrity and business that are legit like this, they last forever and they are going to benefit you in the long run. So be there. Do it for you. Do it for your kids. Do it for that reason you want to come here. And I can tell you, just start. Just start. So that was my short story that I have been experiencing in this amazing business, ladies and gentlemen. And I can tell you, come back next year, it's gonna be a bigger story, it's gonna be a nice story, and it's gonna be amazing. Thank you for so much for staying. Thank you so much for listening. And my name is Tangi, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, forever is forever. I am going to do this business forever. I'm going to do forever, forever. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you so much, Tangi. That was very, very, very powerful. I believe, guys, we are very inspired to go on work for our goals. You know, she has shared with you her why, which is a kid, which is a husband, which is herself. You know, she has been able to achieve so much within a short period of time. And that is to say that that can be everybody's story. You can do better, you understand? But if she can do it, and all the stories that you've heard in the business presentation, you also can do it. If you're a guest, then just go ahead and start and ask the person that invited you in this meeting, how can you start the business now? Don't even waste a day. Start today. And then who knows, 1 year from now, this could be your story. Your story can be better, and it will be however you make it. So thank you all very much. We're looking forward to working with you. If you're a forever business owner, just build your business. Have that consistency that Tangi was saying. If she did the same business, the same team, the same leaders, you can do it as well. You definitely can do it as well. So guys, let's go and close this month on a high note, and let's close this year in an amazing way. And we are winning, guys. We are winning because we are unstoppable. Bye-bye, everybody.